Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Run and Gun Sports Complex here in Bethesda, Maryland, where tonight we have Game 1 of our SWTV triple header as the Ill-a-delphia Elite come into town to play Run DMV. I'm B-Ron. Alongside me is my main man, Sam. Good afternoon, my friend. Good evening, I guess I should say. How you doing, man? Good to have you here with me.
I'm doing great, B-Ron. Happy to be here at the Run and Gun, ready for some SimWorld prep action here. We got a decent little game on our hands tonight. Maybe not the best matchup you'd want to see, but definitely some potential here for some good ball out of these two clubs. We got Ill-a-delphia Elite coming to this one. 20 and 6 or 20 and 7 right now. B-Ron on the season. We get an early basket there by John Hudgens in the paint. And for this Run DMV squad, they're going to be matched up against a tough Ill-a-delphia squad. I think really tonight it's going to be a matter of whether or not Ill-a-delphia show up to play or not, given where they're at in the rankings.
Yeah, they entered 20 and 7. They're second in the Founders region. Run DMV, on the other hand, are entering this game at 12 and 15. They're 6th in the Founders region to come into the night, and the 3-ball from Nas Hall getting things started for them as Keith Singleton attacks, kicks it out to Cam Jones for 3, who connects from deep.
And B-Ron, that right there is exactly what I want to see from Run DMV in this game. I think having Keith Singleton be able to drive the lane like he does so well, he does a good job of using that body, trying to fend off the defenders as they try to guard him on the perimeter. You see Nas Hall getting the layup there. But you see Orland Mock picking up 3/4 court here, B-Ron, on Keith Singleton. I think one of the keys is going to be getting Singleton to drive that lane, kicking out to his shooters like Charles Pinkard and Cam Jones on the outside for the 3, like we saw in that last possession.
Yeah, I think that is something that you're definitely going to want to exploit. You know how good both Jones and Pinkard are from the three-point land. They're in the conversation for the SimWorld Prep version of the Splash Brothers here in SimWorld Prep. So we'll see how they do. And what about your keys to the game for the Ill-a-delphia Elite, on the other hand, Sam?
Right, for me, for Ill-a-delphia, it's all about just showing up and hooping, doing what you do best, and come out here, give out some effort, play hard, and just stick to the game plan that you've been having the whole season that's worked out well for you. Got a guy like Monte Parson. We've already seen what he could do this year. He's been balling out crazy, especially as of late, B-Ron. I mean, we've been seeing this kid do some nutty stuff. He's got the post fadeaway now, along with the inside game that he's had. So they just need to stick to the game plan. I think their perimeter defense on these shooters and these guards for Run DMV is going to be huge for them. So as long as they can stick that perimeter defense, they'll be good. But again, that comes back to what I was saying earlier with Keith Singleton distributing to his teammates on that three-point line. You're dealing with these good, stingy perimeter defenders of this Ill-a-delphia squad, and you got to try to counter it somehow.
Gotta try and counter and gotta try not to let that young man get going right there. Monty Parson, we spoke about him. He's come on and made waves in his first season in SimWorld Prep. He's already coming in as the number 8 ranked player in SimWorld Prep. And Orland Mock with a steal on Singleton. Finishes the layup the other way, coast to coast. Goes the guard, Orland Mock.
That's what I love right there about Orland Mock's game, B-Ron. The length he has, the athleticism, the quickness. He's always put a lot of pressure on the ball handler and forcing turnovers. And when he's doing that, that is when Ill-a-delphia is at their best. So when they're in the race to 1 here, coming up soon, I think that's going to be one thing that's going to be big for this team is forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable with the perimeter defenders, Orland Mock and Nas Hall.
Absolutely. And a good pass to the corner there. Unfortunately, shot unable to fall. But Run DMV back in possession of it now. 9-5, Ill-a-delphia Elite out on top here as Pinkard tries another 3, and this one on his bottom.
I love what I'm seeing right now from DMV, B-Ron. Running these off-ball actions. We still the screen there, gets him up on the wing with an open shot. Charles Pinkard, one of the best shooters we have here in SimWorld Prep, and he ain't gonna let you down when he gets an open look out there.
Absolutely not, absolutely not. And Ill-a-delphia Elite, they're looking to bounce back from their last game, which was a loss to SimWorld Atlanta at 77-61. The good thing is they did beat Run DMV in their first meeting way back on December 7th of last year, 92-65. So that's definitely got to be in their mind coming into this game. They know how they played against them last time out. They can replicate even a smidge of that
was last year.
Yeah, last year, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
man, things have
December
changed
7.
since then.
They have. Both teams have gotten better, but I think the Ill-a-delphia have gotten better since then. Not that Run DMV hasn't, but Monty Parsons really come into his own. I think his play made a difference. And look at that pass to John Hudgens on the alley finish.
Yeah, you're right, V-Ron. These teams have both improved, definitely. Run DMV, they had a lot of roster changes for them as well, and they've got a different look this season. But Ill-a-delphia really improved. Nas Hall getting the defender on skates there, getting above the rim and finishing. But this Ill-a-delphia team really improved, and they got, they really upped their identity as a defensive squad. They got a guy like Jermaine Owens in the paint, enforcing down low. And along with that, not enforcing there, Keith Singleton making them look little there. But along with that, you got the perimeter defenders, like I've talked about, out there also wreaking havoc. So, Monte Parsons stepping up, 19 points a game this year, shooting 54%, B-Ron, that's insane.
It's insane.
0% from three, I might add. We saw him take one earlier, didn't go for him. But maybe that's something he can add to his game at some point. But you got Nas Hall also alongside of that with another 15 a game. These guys got some guys that can go to offensively, and they're going to take care of it defensively. Yeah,
exactly. And you mentioned Monty Parsons, not shooting a lot of threes. That's not his game right now. But like you said, if he can add it to his game and be a little more diverse offensively, that'll definitely help him as he continues to age and look toward the SimWorld Youth future that is going to be bright for him, I imagine. Only 15 years old. He's still got 2 more seasons here at SimWorld for his Nas Hall. The one-footed floater does not fall. The young man there. The Kansas commit. But the other way, Keith Singleton will kiss off the glass and in. Nicely done. As Run DMV has their first lead of the game. We're going to take a quick break here. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Come on back, folks. Welcome back, everyone. 14-13. Run DMV out in front here. Slim 1-point lead at the Run and Gun Sports Complex. Fans had a lot to cheer about here in this first quarter play, and they're hanging with the Ill-a-delphia elite squad. I'm expecting this to be I think it's going to be a more competitive game than the first time out, Sam. Go back to that bit earlier, like the score from last time. I do think it'll be a much different game from last time because both teams have grown in various ways.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one, B-Ron, just because the fact that Ill-a-delphia, they might be coasting a little bit in this one, just in all honesty, with the record they have, knowing where they're at in the standings and their place in the race to one standings right now. Compare that to where Run DMV's at. Definitely a little bit of a dynamic there as Jay Mills gets that one to go on the inside. But for Ill-a-delphia, how early on in these games, a lot of times teams will stick with them. But the fact that they pick up three-quarters court, B-Ron, and they're really stingy on the ball, a lot of times you'll see their opponents get tired legs, and things will change when it gets about that mid-third quarter, fourth quarter, and typically they'll pull away. So I'm interested to see how that dynamic plays out here tonight.
Yeah, if Run DMV can keep it close to the third quarter and not get those tired legs and get worn down, and I think that we're gonna see a good finish as Alex Matthews has foul called on him. So going to the free throw line here for Run DMV is BJ George Jr. He's bounced around a little bit here in summer prep. It's weird to say that, only being 17 years old. He's bounced around to multiple teams in summer prep, and in some cases not even on a team in some cases.
Hey, don't let Ill-a get a dose of this guy, B-Ron. You won't hear some nice words. I've been in the booth with Ill-a a few times on the VJ George topic, and he never has anything nice to say about this kid. But hey, the length he has out there definitely plays a factor there on the defensive end of the floor. Really tall, wing out there and can make things happen defensively, but also occasionally offensively will come through for you. You know, we all had a lot of expectations for him here in Simworld Prep, and maybe they were a little too high based on some aggregates, but wow, what a dunk there from Stevie J.
Stevie J, what a finish there. My goodness, in traffic and all of that stuff. He didn't care. I'm throwing this thing down regardless, out the way.
Hey, if I'm under the basket, I'm ducking for cover. I might be getting on the ground laying down, man. I'm not challenging Stevie J at the rim.
Right, not getting me on a poster. That's going to end the first quarter right there. 19-17, Ill-a-delphia Elite are out in front. Second quarter action coming up here at the Run and Gun Sports Complex. We're going to take a little bit of a break before we get started in the second quarter, but come on back for it, folks. Don't go anywhere.
You son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French, Toast?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
Pickle you, kumquat!
You're overreacting.
No, Bill, overreacting was when I put your convertible into a wood chipper. Stinky McStink face!
You Hoboken.
Fabulous. New Orbit Raspberry Mint cleans another dirty mouth. For a good clean feeling, no matter what.
When do I think about you? Yeah. When do I wanna kiss your lips? I'm never leaving 'cause I need you. And I still can't find the words to say how I feel about you inside. How I'm never gonna let you go, letting for you to be with me for the rest of my life. I'm in love and I just can't fight. This feeling that I'm feeling is killing me slowly. I need you to hold me. Without you near, I feel lonely. Console me and let me know that we're gonna be together forever. I want your love through every changing season. I want your love with the smile or with the tear. 'Cause I know besides love there is no reason that I always seem to need you near. I want you every time I see the sky, 'cause all I see are visions of your face. Without you in my life, I think I'd die. Your love and care could never ever be replaced. I want you when I'm roaming, even when I'm standing on the shore. I want you to be my one and only, and when you're gone, I want you even more than any price and gold. Even after the music ends, more than you will ever know. Unless you felt my love within, I don't know if I'll ever see the sun again or ever love again. All I know is that I want you, want you, want you. When do I dream about you? So many times I really need you. I cry 'cause I can see you, then you made everything alright.
Welcome back, everyone. Second quarter action get ready to begin here in Bethesda, Maryland, Run and Gun Sports Complex. 19-17, Ill-a-delphia Elite on top, and for Ill-a-delphia Elite, it was a big first quarter for Nas Hall. 9 points from him, but a big block getting it started on giving to the end for Run DMV. They had everybody doing a little bit of scoring. Don Hudgens and Keith Singleton had 4 points apiece. Make it a 3.
I really like what I've seen from Run DMV as far as ball movement goes, B-Ron. They've done a good job of trying to get their shooters open for shots on the perimeter. And Keith Singleton's done a good job of driving to the rim and finishing from time to time. There, not such a good possession there. But Ill-a-delphia also, you know, like you said, Nas Hall, 9 points in that first quarter. He's been getting after it for him. I haven't seen much from Monte Parsons just yet, but I don't expect that to last very long.
Nope, don't expect it to last very long. And here's the thing with Nas Hall. I think a lot of people forgot or forget about Nas Hall with the emergence of Monte Parsons. I think people have forgotten about him. You know, sure, he might have been an inefficient scorer at times, but I think he's kind of gotten rid of that narrative to some regard this season, especially in particular, because he hasn't had to do as much of the scoring. He's been able to be more efficient when he does score the bucket.
Yeah, B-Ron, usually they're talking about forgetting about Dre, not Nas, but wow, what a dunk there on the drive. Was that Alex Matthews?
I believe so. Yes, it was Alex Matthews. Wow.
What a drive there.
Nick Field, though, floater up and in. The Penn State Nittany Lion commit getting himself on the board here. 21-19. 6:10 to go, and another.
About Nas Hall, though, B-Ron.
Yeah.
You know, he does have to take a slight backseat to Monte Parson on most possessions out there. But the thing is, he's that right-hand man for Monte Parson. When he's not coming through, or maybe he's in a little bit of a slump, you have that perimeter scorer out there in Nas Hall that can make it happen. Nas Hall's shooting now from the perimeter has been, slightly questionable. He tends to take some contested shots, maybe some bad shots from time to time, maybe not hitting at the clip you'd like. You see a goaltend there from VJ George. So that's been the one thing about Nas Hall's game that's been questioned a little bit, is can he consistently hit shots from the perimeter and take good shots out there. But the thing is, he definitely complements Monte Parson's game with, Monte Parson being a dominant force inside and Nas Hall making it happen from the perimeter.
Nas Hall is shooting 46% from the field. Sam, I mean, I don't know how much more efficient you can really ask from somebody to be, unless you're Mason Green. 100% from the field,
Nas Hall's 25% from three, though, B-Ron. That's the part right there. He takes a lot of step-back jumpers from deep, and some contested ones. I think that's where the questions come in, really. I don't even think it's a matter of his ability to knock down shots from the outside, personally. I think it's really just a matter of his shot selection.
That's fair. That's fair. I can definitely see that. Shot selection does need to improve, and I'm sure it will. Again, all 17 years old, going to Kansas, there's a foul here on Leak Duffin.
Yeah, you're right, B-Ron. He'll get to Kansas, and the coaches there will get him in a system, and he'll learn how to play good team ball there. And usually that college game will kind of take some of those parts of your game away, as far as like the one-on-one street ball type of stuff, and the hero ball. Usually the college game will kind of numb you out a little bit to that stuff and get you on the right track. So I think it's going to be good for Nas Hall going to Kansas in the future.
Definitely do think it'll be a good spot for him to land, for sure. As Jay Mills gets his first free throw to fall there. Mills, another newcomer to the Simworld Prep game, joined midway through the season, and I say it all the time, we're on games with him. I still remember that game against the OGs where he came in and hit a lot of 3-pointers in that one. It was a really fun game. It was a coming out party for Jay Mills, one that just sticks out in my brain for him. Stand out there.
Yeah, B-Ron, I think I was there with you on that one. We're going to see him get a layup here on the fast break. Jay Mills, he's actually one of my favorite players to watch in all Simworld Prep, B-Ron. He can make it happen from the outside with nice step backs. He's really good at creating space with the ball in his hands and getting that shot off. And he's so smooth with it. But he's also showing the ability to attack the rim at times and finish at the rim.
And Keith Singleton there attacked the rim, getting the shot up over Nas Hall and his other teammate there, who went for the swat but couldn't get it. And now Hall trying to swirl on the other end. He can't do it there. Floater does not go for him. Now inside. And what a great block from Stevie J. Knock that thing out of bounds. And
he's going to knock the scorekeeper off the stage there, D-Ron. You better watch out over there. If not, I'm going to go tip him over later.
Yeah, look, gotta keep your head on a swivel at all times. I guess it's kind of hard not to when you have literally a front row seat to have everything there.
Hey man, I say we play a prank on him, maybe shove the table off the stage, maybe knock one of those guys' chairs out from under him, something later. Get this crowd going a little bit.
I hope they're not listening to this in some way, shape, or form. They'll be wise to our plan.
Yeah, they might be, but we'll get them when they're least expecting.
There you go, right? That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. Shot clock winding down. That one does not fall from Stevie J, and Singleton on his hands gets it knocked away, but Pinkard right there to recover it. Need to be there, right place, right time, and try to get possession under control here. Jones over to Singleton, using the screen from Pinkard. Singleton can't get it, but does get his rebound. Fresh shot clock and a quick shot from Pinkard. That one does not fall in. It's going to go out of bounds. All of that hard work, no point to show for it.
Possession there, B-Ron, from Ill-a-delphia. Yes. Wow. They had a couple switches there on the perimeter, and guys stepped up where they needed to and got there, and they couldn't get the board on the first attempt, but still got out there to close out on the shooter. Great defensive rotations by these guys.
Yeah, and you know, we talk about second chance points. That's a very key stat in basketball. As there's a great
there's one
rebound.
right there.
Second chance points right there. Yes, sir. From Jermaine Owens. Nicely done putting that one back up and in. But yeah, second chance points are very important. And on that possession, that last one from defensively from the Ill-a-delphia Elite, like you said, a great job to, you know, sure the rebound happened, but you don't allow the third chance opportunity there, which is great. As now it's being Owens fouls John Hudgens, so Hudgens going to go to the free throw line here for some free throws. Hudgens, a big kid, 17 years old, 7 feet, 212 pounds. He listed at 7 feet anyway. In high school, we have to remind people that these are all 15, 17-year-old kids. You're not seeing a lot of seven-footers in high school.
No, you're not. I mean, he's one of the ones we got here. Luckily, B-Ron, we got SimWorld Prep. It's all the best prep players in the world in one spot. So, you know, we got a few of them here in our league. But John Hudgens, known more for his finesse, though, yes. B-Ron, at that size, which is actually wild, the fact that he's able to play more of a finesse game centered around his athleticism and his ability to be a little quicker at his size than his counterparts. And that's a big player for them. And Charles Pinkard going to finish on the break here.
Great steal from Keith Singleton to set that up, too. Knocked the ball loose, got over to it quickly. And Charles Pinkard able to run behind him and get the pass as a result. Nicely done there all around. Possession there from Run DMV. And there's a mismatch and way to take advantage of it. Easy work on the interior. Charles Pinkard said no chance. Oh, and there's some defense from the Elite, knocking the ball away and up the other way. Unable to finish over the long arms of John Hudgens, jumping up in the air.
Oh, right. Hey, right as we talked about it, the athleticism from Hudgens. Man, he could have touched the top of the backboard right there, B-Ron.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He absolutely could have. Oh, he touched the backboard. That ball got swatted out of bounds. Run DB going to retain possession here.
Gonna have to get a new paint job in the door over there.
Yeah. Man, that thing made a loud sound when it hit that door. One of those things where your ears perk up, huh? What was that? Basketball in the door, that's what that sound was.
You never know what you're getting here at the run and gun B-Ron. Could be anything.
Could be. Absolutely right. The shot clock winding down here. Singleton fires off the front rim, I guess. And out. Barely hit the front of the rim. Ill-a-delphia Elite back here on offense. 55 seconds left here in the first half of play. And trying to get something going here. Using a lot of motion here on the offense. Shot does go up and it does not fall. As Singleton grabs the board and quickly Run DMV back the other way with it here. Back out to Pinkard. Over to Hudgens now. Back to Pinkard. 25 seconds on the game clock here. Pinkard fires. No good. Good defense here last few possessions. As the shot clock's now turned off. Not going to waste any time, and instead, more phone defense there from John Hudgens.
I'd like to see Ill-a-delphia get the last shot there on that possession. I don't like that one.
Yeah, Cam Jones going to take the final shot. It's not going to fall. And out of bounds with 0.2 seconds left.
Never mind, B-Ron. They were just playing the 2-for-1 game. That's all.
Just like they drew it up on the shore.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I guess I was wrong. It's back to DMV.
Yeah, got to get they didn't have a chance to get a shot up here real quick. Maybe not. I lied, apparently. 35-28, though, is how the first half is going to end. Ill-a-delphia Elite on top. But it's been a really good first half here, Sam, and all things considered.
Yeah, it has B-Run. Good competitive ball from both sides. We saw Run DMV had some good ball movement offensively, made some plays. But really, you know, in that second quarter, I think we saw Ill-a-delphia step up, start forcing a lot more turnovers. This is where Ill-a-delphia kind of excels when they get guys, you know, especially your main ball handlers. They'll make them tired out there. They'll guard them three-quarters court, put pressure on them, reach at them, make things happen. And that's where they kind of will you down or wear you down. But Run DMV, they're competing right now, staying after it. If they can keep moving the ball well offensively, getting their shooters open, and they need to try to force some turnovers as well. But if they can do that, B-Ron, you know, I think we're going to see a good one coming down the stretch.
Yeah, Run DMV did force a few turnovers in that second quarter as well, but wasn't enough to really make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Second half action coming at you though, folks. Come on back forward.
To make it two-possession game, and they will.
Definitely gonna have to go elsewhere.
Oh!
Welcome back, everyone. Third quarter, getting ready to begin. Second half here, this one at the Run and Gun Sports Complex. A 35-28 Ill-a-delphia Elite lead. And in that first half, and we mentioned a lot of the good things that we saw from both these teams. You know, Run DMV in second half coming into it here. Both John Hudgens and Charles Pinkert have 6 points each. But the ones that sticks out to me is I don't want to say surprising, but it's not a good sign, we'll say that. They're shooting 35% from the field in the first half of play.
Yeah, B-Ron, you got to credit the Ill-a-delphia defenders. They've been getting a hand in their face and not making it easy for them. It's been hard to come across buckets for Run DMV, especially in that first half. And I see it right there. Good defense from Jay Mills, making it tough on him. Oh my! Kendarius Ruff don't give a damn.
Man, what a great effort play, grabbing the rebound and going right back up immediately with it.
Over 2 defenders?
Yeah, I'm speechless, Sam. I'm speechless.
Oh!
Great block for Darius Ruff, and now back the other way. Hudgens is rejected by Jermaine Owens, and if they run
I'm having the ball now, B-Ron.
What'd you say?
So I'm having a ball now. I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Get some highlights.
Absolutely. Highlights to start the third quarter play. Love to see it. I would like to see Singleton take that mid-range jumper there off the inbound instead. Pass over to Pinkard. Pinkard now being pestered. Ball knocked loose. And Monty Parson picking it up for Ill-a-delphia Elite.
We're seeing that a lot right now, B-Ron. When these guys are getting that ball in that elbow area, Run DMV, the Ill-a-delphia defenders are collapsing on them, doubling and forcing them to make turnovers. But right now, also Ill-a-delphia is turning the ball over. So both teams getting active defensively right now. We've seen some big blocks to start the third quarter. I love the effort I'm seeing from both squads.
Yeah, it's been a lot of great effort from both these teams so far, especially, here in the early part of the third quarter, as that deep three from Pinkard does not fall. Now Ill-a-delphia Elite here on offense. Shot clock down to just 10 seconds. How to find a way to get a shot off here as Jay Mills has it. He's going to go inside and score, using it off the glass there. Great job to score over Cam Jones.
B-Ron, I think right there, the fact that he's able to shoot the ball like he does, Jay Mills, just opens up that inside game for him. You have to step out and respect the jumper at all times, but he could just turn the corner on you and finish at the rim like he did there. I love to see that.
Absolutely, and getting into harm's way. 3 Ill-a-delphia Elite defenders in there, and one of them was going to get a block on it, and it did happen right there. Now continuing to work here on the offensive end, Nas Hall. Looks like jumper does not fall for him. Jones on the rebound. 9-point lead for the Ill-a-delphia Elite. And Pinkard with the ball in the corner back to Hudgens. Jones with it. Over to Singleton. Using the screen from Pinkard. Layup. Oh, wow. Rattling home. Nicely done.
Well, B-Ron, I was about to say, I really liked what DMV had going there with the pick and roll. They didn't really get anything off it. Jay Mills played great on-ball defense. I think Keith Singleton doesn't even care. He uses those big arms, that big body, and gets a finish there in the paint.
Yeah, really well executed, and the fancy pass out of the shot and turns into points anyway for the Ill-a-delphia Elite as Run DMV takes a timeout, 41-32. Well, Sam, let's take a minute and shout out some of our people watching the game tonight, yeah?
Oh, yeah, of course, B-Ron. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in to SimWorld TV for this broadcast. We got Sober GT in here, By Any Means TV, Will, Anthony Henson, King Kai. We see you in the building out here. And we got a guy named Colonoscopy. What's going on, B-Ron? But he's in the chat as well. Red Bud, we see you in there, buddy. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast, guys. You guys mean a lot to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate you. The old username gotcha. They got you to read one of those out loud, Sam. We love to see you. Love to see it. Well, look, it's a 41-32. Ill-a-delphia lead as Trust tries the three, can't get it to go, but on the glass, John Hudson somehow managing to get the rebound over two other Ill-a-delphia Elite players who were in the vicinity. Going to get free throws as a result.
And Hudgens, he's been really active tonight, B-Ron. Maybe not necessarily stuffing the stat sheet. That's not really what he's known for either. But it's what he does alongside of that, just being active out there, forcing shots to go awry at times, and running the floor offensively and giving his teammates opportunities to make a play. You love an active guy out there like that, and he's just one of those for this Run DMV squad.
Especially as a big too, you love seeing an active big. Last season they had Nick Hugo playing in that, power forward. Well, they had a real small team last season. And here is an unforced error as Jay Mills steps over the line, which is backcourt violation. Can do that. Run DMV can get the ball right back. That's important.
Yeah, no, definitely not a good play there. But back to what you're saying. A little bit of small ball from Run DMV last year. They had Nick Hugo in the paint for him doing things. He's with Queen City this season. They got Hudgens running the show inside this season. And like we talked about, just an active guy out there. When you get a big guy like that, especially at 7 foot, who can run the floor, be athletic, be active, just as if he's another wing out there, it means a lot for a squad.
Yeah, and I think that is kind of a lot of what the modern SWBA is going to, more of your bigger, more slender, athletic bigs, and there's still a place for your prototypical old school style of big, of course, but I think the more versatile big, in my opinion, that's what I would be looking for if it's me putting the team together, just because that's the kind of style of play that I like. I like to get up and down the floor.
Yeah, I don't know about that shot right there, B-Ron. That was a little bit questionable, but what about that one?
The pass.
Stevie J getting up quick and throwing it down.
Man, and what a pass, too, from J.C. King.
Wow, that was a heck of a play. I lost my train of thought what we were talking about before, but Stevie J, I don't know how that guy gets off the floor that quick, B-Ron. I don't think I could get all that poundage off the floor.
He finds a way to make it work, that's for sure. Maurice Doffin has his second foul of the game called on him. You see there, Ill-a-delphia lead head coach Reese Williams. Be happy with the team's play here tonight. And at the line right now for the Ill-a-delphia Elite is Jermaine Owens, number 36th ranked player in the country. As we enter really a lot of recruiting, commitment talk, and things are going on for players in similar prep. We've seen a lot of players the last few days commit to colleges and starting their next journeys and that kind of stuff. Has any of those commitments surprised you, stuck out to you in particular, that sort of thing so far from the ones we've seen?
B-Ron, there's a lot of guys committing a lot of places. It's hard to keep track of for a guy like me. Yeah. My brain's only got so much capacity. But I got to say, we just saw Jermaine Owens right here missed 2 free throws at the line, B-Ron. He's shooting 14% from the line coming into this game. If he's looking to commit anywhere, he better commit to working on some free throws, because they aren't working out for him.
Yeah, look, it's the old, is that bad? Well, it's not good, sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely not good. The old Sports Center lingo. I love that. That was my favorite back in the day.
It was one of mine too, man. I love the old Sports Center as peak content.
The old Stan Barrett, Neil Everett combo.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Stan Barrett, Neil Everett combo. That was one of the favorite combos. And those old Sports Center commercials too. One of my favorite things going at the point in time.
I gotta say, I like B-Ron and Sam way better.
Yeah. Those guys are pretty good too.
And we got a better producer too. We got producer Yells, man. You don't get better than that.
It is a team effort over here, Sam. As you know, look, we're all doing our part, and there is a great block, but Run DMV able to corral it and try to get a better shot. They do. It's Nick Field.
Nick Field did a great job there sticking with the play, moving off the ball, knowing Trey Truss is going to find him down the cut, and he finishes with just a little bit of space there.
Yeah, it had a sliver of room, but it was just no. They're throwing a long finish.
Wow, and they're going to pick up full court here after the alley-oop. They're still picking up here 3/4 court, full court, putting pressure on Run DMV. I mean, I think we're going to start seeing that take a toll on them here soon, B-Ron.
Yeah, at some point it's going to have to. I think now we're down to the final few, seconds of the third quarter. They're going to get to the point where these are the body blows, that get dealt all game long. Get to the fourth quarter, it's going to be, okay, do you have the stamina now to keep up with them? You had it earlier, but now you don't. And what a great block there. And on the other end, Run DMV can't capitalize. As the third quarter is going to come to a close emphatically with a J. Mills one-handed tomahawk finish. 50-38 as the last second shot goes up, no good. Third quarter ends right there. 50-38, Ill-a-delphia Elite out in front. We'll see how Run DMV responds in this fourth quarter, folks. Come on back, it's pretty soon it'll be time to, put those fours up.
You're a man of style. Children drive Hummers. You're not a child. You're a big boy. Introducing Big Boy Tricycles by Carl Anthony Towns.
When I was a kid, I never got a tricycle. Now that I'm an adult, I created my own line.
Harness the power of threes. Style, elegance, and youth. Big Boy Tricycles by Carl Anthony Towns.
I'm an adult on a baller tricycle.
Put those fours up, folks. It is fourth quarter time. 50-38. The Ill-a-delphia Elite are out in front and maybe on cruise control now if they weren't before, but it's all thanks to that defense. They have really stifled Run DMV. Now with that miss, they are 3 for 15 from three-point land and 31% from the field overall entering the fourth quarter. Not a good night for the Run DMV offense at all.
No, it's not been B-Ron. We'll see another lob there to J.C. King. He's been getting a lot of those. And, hey, you're right. The Run DMV not been shooting well. And it goes back to what I said at the top of the broadcast, B-Ron. This Ill-a-delphia Elite team, their perimeter defense is second to none here in Simwell Prep. And you really can attribute the shooting woes for Run DMV to that. I mean, they've been all over the ball every chance they get. and Run DMV hasn't really been able to get that defense to collapse like they want to get their shooters open. It's all because they've played great on-ball defense. So you just got to credit Ill-a-delphia Elite's defense here tonight. They've been playing great.
Yeah, and this isn't a surprise really for Ill-a-delphia Elite, because all season they've been good at doing that. They're the best in the league at all in opponent field goal percentage, 43.2%. That's number one in the category in offensive field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage, same thing. Number one, 30%. Holding opponents from deep. So this is nothing new for them. They're very strong defensively, and that's what makes them one of the premier teams here in Simworld Prep. And truly, just like those 2000 Ravens, if I may say so myself, defense wins championships. And this team, I think, is going to be a force come race one for that reason alone.
Yeah, and B-Run, one of the things I really like from this Ill-a-delphia team is the fact that even given their position in the standings and, the fact that this game doesn't really mean a whole lot for them, they still are coming out and playing hard every night. We covered their game against Atlantis, there a week back, and they were still playing hard there. Didn't get the win there, but, still putting out effort, and we see them here tonight doing the same thing. They're still sticking to the game plan and playing hard, and I think that's only going to help them when the race to one comes, because they're going to be ready for action.
Oh, absolutely. It's only going to help them. All these teams are winding down the regular season here. Some teams have one game left. A lot of teams have between, maximum maybe 4 or 5 games left in the regular season. So he's still playing hard down the stretch. And I think that you still want to keep up that effort because, it's easy to take your foot off the gas once you get this point in the season. It's a long season. Not as long as your SWBA season, obviously, but a long one in respect to these 15, 17-year-old kids, It doesn't mean they're traveling all around the world.
Hey, B-Ron, it's anything can happen here in Simworld Prep. It's only, I might want to take that one back. Jay Mills don't agree with that statement. Getting the fadeaway in the corner there, that's tough. But, hey, Run DMV's not technically out of this one yet. They only got 5.5 minutes left to make something happen, but we've seen crazier happen here in Simworld Prep.
Yeah, no, they're not that far out of it. You're absolutely right about that. Gotta get some things to click together. And speaking of that, if you're coach Jaden Banks, deep 3-pointer, great defense. So talk about it, had to take that. If you're coach Jaden Banks, what are you doing to get this Run DMV team back on track with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
I might be studying the biblical scripture.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, I might be studying the scripture, B-Ron, and praying to God, maybe. I don't know how much of it. They just been getting shut down all night, and they got to be frustrated at this point. Every opportunity they've tried to get, haven't got anything of it. Right there, we see Jay Mills again playing really good perimeter defense, and then sticking with the driver all the way to the rim and making a tough shot. And then they're going to come back down and hit another three. I mean, the lead's only getting bigger and bigger, B-Ron.
Yeah, or the mock hitting the three in the corner too. That is one of those things where, the last shot we saw down here on the Run DMV possession, even when you get close to the basket, you still have a contested layup to deal with, and I feel like that's been a microcosm of this game for them. Even when you get a quote unquote easy look on a contested layup, it still doesn't fall.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get past the defenders on the perimeter. We had a couple of scenarios where Keith Singleton's tried to run the pick and roll, which is really where they're at their strongest, and one of the keys for them tonight was getting him in that pick and roll scenario. But the issue was, after getting off that screen, he couldn't get any space to make anything happen. So it's just not really, nothing really came together tonight for Run DMV. Shut down at every chance they've gotten, and guys like Cam Jones haven't gotten going at all tonight. It's just been frustrating for them. So Ill-a-delphia got to take the head and the hats off to them here tonight. They've been playing really well.
And there's Orland. There's Orland Mott getting to the cup, and I see Wale is in the building, and there's a few Maryland scouts here in the building as well, looking to perhaps maybe pair someone up with Cooper Kingley Cross if he decides to stay at Maryland next season after the phenomenal first season he had for the Terrapins.
Hey, I'm out here looking to get recruited by Wale, B-Ron.
Oh, look, that's fair. While Sam goes to talk to Wale, we're going to take a quick break, folks. Come right back.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome back, everyone. Final quarter here at the Run and Gun Sports Complex. And Sam, one of the things that's really impressed me tonight has been the perimeter defense from this Ill-a-delphia Elite team. What about you?
Well, for me, it's been the fact that we talked about it earlier, B-Ron. The fact that you have a guy like Monty Parson who you lean on so heavily for scoring 19 a game from him on a regular basis. But when he's not going, you got guys like Nas Hall and Jay Mills you can turn to make things happen on the perimeter. And the fact that you got a guy who can make it happen on the inside in that mid-range game like Monty Parson, and then you combine that with the dynamic of being able to rely on guys to create shots from the perimeter as well. It gives you so many things you have to pay attention to defensively, B-Ron. And I think my player of the game for this one has got to be, I think I got to give it to Jay Mills this game. I like what he did defensively. He got a lot of steals out there, and he made it happen offensively as well. So I got to give my props to Jay Mills this game.
Yeah, we are going to be unanimous in that one. You mentioned Jay Mills, 17 points in the game. Obviously did a lot, and a couple steals in there as well. A really solid game for the Ill-a-delphia Elite here in this one. And Cam Jones now being defended by Monty Parson. Pinkard has it, and I think that this is, again, we talk about it all the time. Again, there's scouts in the building here. In games like this, for both of these teams, whether you're winning big or losing big, and Orland Mock grabs the loose ball off the block and finishes with the other way. This is one of those games where, these scouts are really going to be looking at you to see how you're playing, how you're responding to what's going on the court and the score in front of you. Are you playing hard still from the bench? Are you lollygagging around and you're not paying attention to the game? All that kind of stuff. How are you reacting? And scouts are watching all of this stuff. This is very important here.
You're definitely right, B-Ron, but I got to say, with what we're seeing right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Dries has an altercation waiting on him from Jaden Banks after the game. I mean, it looks like he's trying to run things up here. They're still defending him full court.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see the full court press still be as pervasive as it is still in the game. You have 1:35 left in the game. I think you back off the press at this point and let them bring up the floor normally, if you will.
Hey, B-Ron, I got to say, I've done that a couple times in my playing days. The game will be over. The other team will be sitting there trying to dribble out the clock. You go up for the fake handshake. You poke the ball from them, get a fast break layup. Everyone loves that.
Yeah. If you're a losing team at home, you like that very much. If you're the away team, or the team on the winning side, maybe not so much.
Oh my God!
Depends on who you are. What a floater that was! My goodness.
Wow, what a finish from Nassau.
Well, look, now that we got a minute here, I want to remind you all that, again, this is just the first of our broadcasted games here tonight. There's 2 more coming at you. First at 8 o'clock, you'll see, right after this game, you'll see the ATLiens heading into Doug Dobbins' Championship Stadium to play the Lonestar Basketball Club. And their new coach over there making his, I believe this is going to be his first official game, broadcasted game on SWTV. So looking forward to seeing how he responds. He did get his first win the other day. Brooks Simpson his first win of the day, and I think this is going to be a big game for him in terms of, Championship Stadium, all the bright lights of that environment, how that works for him, and the ATLiens team, who, it has surprised people in some respects this season, Sam.
Yeah, under the big bright lights at Championship Stadium, B-Ron got a big game coming up for him there. Interested to see how he handles that one, but late in the season here, taking over a squad. That's an interesting dynamic we're going to see play out there. I've had my fair share of experiences at Championship Stadium. Don't get the cheese fries. They don't put enough cheese on them, B-Ron.
Man, that is unfortunate. I haven't gotten the cheese fries there, man, but
you don't want them. You don't want them. I thought I was going to have to go to blows with the lady at the concessions there, but I had to take the high road.
Hey, I look like I tell my niece all the time. Look out for the lunch ladies, and they'll look after you most times. But maybe you ask me next time, hey, extra cheese on the cheese fries, please. Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look,
it ain't gonna be that sweet, B-Ron.
I tried, man. I tried. Just like Run DMV tried here tonight, but unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough to come out with the win. As we're down to the final 19 seconds of this one, the Ill-a-delphia Elite will get their 21st win on the season, or 21-7, while Run DMV is gonna fall to 12-16 on the season. And this one is going to come to an end here. Right now, 68-56. Ill-a-delphia Elite on top, and this one victorious, going to 2-0 over Run DMV this season in the process as well. Game 2 between the ATLiens and Lonestar Basketball Club coming at you. For Sam, I'm B-Ron. Our guys here in the truck. Game 2 coming at you, folks. Don't go anywhere. See you in Game 2.
play, boy. RSK, let it play, boy.
And the big man on the floor, number 42, Mason Gurley. Those are the starters for your Lonestar Basketball Club.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Gamar Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the three in the clip. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price, push up the stock, build up your name, stir up the pot, piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld, this is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when Marsh can't beat it. Baby, I be trippin' with my foes, tippin', shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. Sim World hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld. 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Hello and welcome here to Championship Stadium, home of Lonestar Basketball Club, owned by Doug Dobbins, owner of the Doug Dobbins Dimmadome, otherwise known as Championship Stadium. I am here tonight in the booth with my main man Maestro. Maestro, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing great, brother. I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for getting me out that meeting. You know, I was getting ready to be the top lead in Love and Basketball 7. It was going to be me and Martha Stewart. We're going to we get our relationship back together, but I just didn't like the way the script was going. So thank you for getting me out that meeting and getting me here on time.
It's all good. Look, I know what happens when you and Martha get together, so any way I can help avoid that, I'm going to help you out with that one. Well, look, we got a good matchup here tonight. Lonestar hosting ATLiens. Recent Alabama commit Aiden Weaver bringing the ball up to the court there, but a lot of stars to watch out for here, and two teams who, you know, have had maybe somewhat underwhelming seasons, but both still very dangerous. What kind of matchups are you looking for here tonight?
Well, I'm just going to get you straight out the box. First, you know, look and see what Arthur Lattimore and Royce Anderson, see what those two are going to do against each other tonight, both leading their teams in scoring. There were some patches and Ronnie Shanahan to do the flipperoonie to see how those two are going to play out.
Royce Anderson.
But what I really want to see happen is down in the paint with my two bigs, Orion Toomey and Mason Green, 6'11", 7 foot. Both guys getting at the ball, leading their teams in rebounds, and how they're going to use that to help get their teams going. Because, quite frankly, this whole season, yeah, he can make that shot too. Both of these teams are a classic example of bad choices, and we'll talk about that later as we go on in this game.
I'm looking forward to hearing about that one, but as you mentioned, the two big men, both very defensive-minded bigs, grab boards, hold down the paint, and then you mentioned both the kind of stars, focal points of these offenses. You got Arthur Lattimore, 6'9", 226, just a big guy, very skilled inside, relentless. He's looking to make a college decision soon. I'm sure he's got a handful of offers waiting for him. And Royce Anderson on the other end, really, you know, he plays the forward here in prep ball, but he's really more of a guard. Got very smooth moves, can score from anywhere on the floor. He's going to be a guy that is going to have some success at the next level as well. So got a lot of guys to watch here, and I'm sure if you're a scout, you're looking forward to coming to a stadium like this. Really nice stadium. But you know what, Maestro? I'm going to put you on a little bit here. For as nice of a stadium as this is, the concession stands are not up to par. I'm just going to say it.
You know what? Okay, first thing I'm glad you said this, because I'm about to catch a case. I ordered some cheese fries here. Now I know Sam told me don't do the cheese fries, because you know I love me some cheese fries. I love some fries on my cheese and some cheese on my fries, right? Man, it's like I have to look for the cheese. Come on, really? Dude, come on, man, really? Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm starting a little hot already tonight.
It's all right. Look, that's what I'm saying. You know, you would think they would have nice concessions here, but they don't. Meanwhile, we're over here talking about snacks, but ATLiens with a quick 8-0 lead, and they're at the line, try to add two more to it. Orion Toomey's going to find his way there, fouled by Mason Green. And quick start here for ATLiens on the road. They got to be careful though. Lonestar does have a few really good sharpshooters on this roster, and if they can get them space and get them going, no lead is too much to come back from.
No, this is very true, but one thing that has plagued both of these teams, and their records show it, both are sub 500 teams. Both teams are in the middle bottom end of the Southern Division. Southern region. But when you have two teams that are as far apart as they are in the league in offensive rebounds, the ATLiens, they're ninth. Lonestar is ninth. The ATLiens are the 30th, but when it comes down to field goal percentage, they flip. You have Lonestar being like 22nd in field goal percentage.
Basketball Club.
Two good. and welcome back here to Championship Stadium. Show your support while you're here, like the video, and go get a little bit more SimWorld content in your lives. Twitter, or X as the kids are calling it, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, at SimWorld4K. Go follow us. You might see me and Maestro post something a little ridiculous that could get us in trouble. Maybe. I don't know. And make sure you're drinking your water.
Always hydrate, and remember, I am on Play-Doh. So if you get a thing of Play-Doh and you see a little message, that's me. Just going to give me a like, and that's what's up. But I apologize for I had a little mic mess up there, everybody. That's on me. To finish that thought, both teams doing what they do in the paint, but not getting points off it. You have both teams are scoring in 68 points a game on average, and they're both giving 69 points up a game, and the records are so poor. What does that tell you? Bad decisions are happening in the shot, in the paint, and that is what's going to hunt you when you have a record that bad, and there's only a 1 point difference between how much you score and how much you give up.
You know, most people say there's a pretty direct correlation between how close you are to the basket and how easy the shot should be. So those are shots you want to have a good high percentage on, and offensive rebounds can be an absolute killer in a game. If you're grabbing those offensive boards, you're gonna have a chance of winning. And if you're letting the other team grab offensive boards, probably not doing so well.
Oh look, Lonestar scored.
Lonestar finally scored 13-2. ATLiens up. Royce Anderson with 6 points so far in this one. Offensive rebounds, but they were able to stop him again. Lonestar coming the other way. Has to find some way to get something going. That one bucket they had was Lattimore under the basket. You'd think you'd want to feed down there, but ATLiens' interior defense isn't anything to play with.
No, not at all. You know, when you have decisive players who know how to cut off angles and also are so athletic, which again, there's all these, look at that block from the shot up at the hoop. They love that D early and late.
Good transition defense there from Ronnie Shanahan, the recent Texas A&M commit. Able to get a hand in front of him, make him smoke that layup.
Oh, a steal!
Another fast break here. We're going to slow it down. Set it up half court. Royce Anderson's got Lattimore guarding him. Stars are aligning here. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Lattimore has great hands, but so does...
Oh. Good defense by Lattimore. Tried to really hit him with the shake and bake though.
He did, but you know what? You can't shake the king, baby.
Shake the king. Good D. Good. You like to see the perimeter defense from a guy heralded as more of an interior player than Arthur Lattimore, but that'll bode well for him on the next level. Is, you know, a lot of his offensive skill set does serve more of a forward than playing inside, especially when you get to the next level and guys are a little bigger, stronger. So it's nice to see him holding his own on the perimeter defensively as well.
Absolutely, and you know he's going to have to develop more. He has great hands. I always bragged about his hands. I love them; they're amazing. Once he develops his footwork just a little bit more, he's going to be something very special to see. And I think he definitely has the athleticism to hang anywhere on the floor with anybody.
Absolutely does. Ronnie Shanahan goes tough to the bucket there, gets it to go. That'll cut it to a 9-point deficit, 13-4 here. And hey, look, we're sitting here talking about the struggles of Lonestar early in this game. If you think you could do better on the court, on the bench coaching, as a fan in the stands coming up with witty quips and things to say to the people that are playing the game, you can do all of it. Discord.gg/SimWorldHoops. If you're not already in there, I don't know what you're doing with your life. But yeah, come join us, player, coach, fan. You can even be here in the booth with me and Maestro, and if you're lucky, we'll take you to our after parties with us, but you gotta be cool. You gotta be cool. Discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And don't punk out. Don't punk out when we get caught burning a couch. Just go on and just take it, because it's a place where the average Joe can work on his craft and go. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what they say. Make sure you're cool, drink your water, and join us. Discord.gg/SimWorldHoops. Here we go. About 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. It's been all ATLiens, but relatively low scoring from both sides this quarter. Really low scoring from Lonestar. What do they need to do to get this offense going?
Slow it down in the paint. Just all it is. Yes, it's great defense going on across the table. Mason Green catching the foul there. Yes, there's good defense going on in the paint, but there's also rush shots and bad shot choices. What we talked about earlier, Siege. That stuff haunts you early. You dig yourself a hole that you cannot get out of, and that just makes your life very, very, very difficult in this league.
Absolutely, and we haven't seen them do a lot of shooting from the perimeter yet. Not giving space for those shooters. Aiden Weaver, Trey Bird, the guys who can stroke it from deep, and that serves two purposes. One, 3 points is more than two, Maestro. Learned that a while ago, and I think some people forget it. 3 points is more than two. And second of all, that's going to give you more space down low. Try and let Lattimore work. Mason Green get some better chances at offensive boards, things like that. If you can space the floor a little. So far, it's been all going to the rack for Lone Star. I think they got to find a way to space it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to space it out, and also Siege, be more deliberate. You need to be more deliberate with intention. Don't just accidentally fall into a play at the basket. They need to start being more conscious of making that play happen. Now, there are a lot of things going on with that. Got a brand new coach coming in this late in the season. There's a lot of stuff going on. I get that. I do not envy Coach Simpson at all with that. But I think he's doing well. I think things are adding up the way he wants it to. And all you can do is install your base principles, and hopefully your team can execute them in a way to represent what you're trying to build on.
Absolutely. You got to be intentional. You're intentional with everything you do on the court. The shots you take, when you make cuts off the ball, when you set screens, everything has to be intentional. You got to know what you're doing and do it for a purpose. ATLiens coming the other way, goes right by him. What a slam there from Timothy Brown out of Norcross, Georgia. That's crazy. I've never even been that high on an airplane.
Yeah, and I'm saying, I think first I think under the Blazers been that high. But did you see the way he caught the ball as if he was going to take a three? And he's such a freak athlete. He caught it. He had the foot stance. He's going to take a three, and then he reversed his feet just that quick. He buys the man right to the rim. That's why I had to say leave before he got there, because I knew it was going to be violent and lovely.
And it was. That's the thing, when you guard a guy who's got that kind of quickness and that kind of athleticism, you freeze up for 1 minute when he catches that ball. It's over. He's by you. He's gone. Before you can blink, he's already at the rack. Oh, more great interior defense there. Oh,
Richard Alpine
Alpine gets it to go 23-6 here. ATLiens over Lone Star, 5 seconds to go, and that's a big boy.
Alpine,
yeah, that's a big boy. He is definitely. We should definitely call. You know what? We should definitely call his free throw like a golf shot. As he takes the ball, number 26, Lason Bar-Levender, bounce once, bounce twice, bends his knees, up there's a shot to the rim, off the rim, not exactly what he's doing. Okay, I'm sorry, that I got my system, I'm good.
Love it, and that'll do it for our first quarter here. Championship given by Doug Dobbins, owner of the Championship Stadium. ATLiens lead 23-6 over Lone Star basketball. Can Lone Star make something happen? Let's find out in the second quarter. We'll be back after this. Hello and welcome back to Championship Stadium here. Rough start for Lone Star basketball, and Maestro, my first thought is, where are the adjustments? How does it go the same way for the whole quarter? Where are the adjustments? Now I'm hoping, you know, little quarter break, he'll make some adjustments in the second, but what, if you're in charge of this Lone Star basketball team, which you know, I would have confidence in you as a coach, what are the changes you're making? What kind of adjustments are you making here to try and do something?
I'm going to have to find a way to make my team get in the game. Great way to pick up an early 2 here in the second quarter. I will find a way to make my team get in the game by doing just what's happening right now. Let's go on ahead, man up, hard man up, meet everybody at full court, make everything difficult, rotate hard down in the paint. We should have had some help on that particular play because Butcher Alpine, Big Baby got it done on him. But, you know, the whole idea here is I need to get some energy off from my team, whether it's off the bench or on the floor, and by making them be present at every single moment. And that's the only thing I can think of right now, because right now I'm thinking about getting out my Ouija board to see if we can find the team, because I feel like I'm talking to them from the grave.
Seems that way. They're not making too many changes, but they got a bucket in the second already. They did it way quicker than they did in the first, so that's a good sign. Ooh, great pass there by Green. Loader up by Mozgov. Mozgov's got 4. That's almost half their points so far, so big night.
Absolutely. And you know, this is what we're talking about. Push it up. Just look, everything a transition game. Don't wait. Don't set. Push it up. Just push it up quick. Move it. Move the ball. Don't wait. Don't let yourself get caught. Just keep forcing the issue. Just like that. But, oh my goodness.
That's Timothy Brown. That's that peak athleticism we were talking about earlier. That's great.
I tell you, he just put that one. If it wasn't for the fact that Mason Green was 7 foot, that was going to be in the third row.
I was thinking it might be. I was thinking that second one might be too. Another bucket for ATLiens. Royce got right to the rim with no issue. Lone Star is going to take a timeout, maybe try to make a couple adjustments here, down by 17 early in the second. And you think if you're ATLiens, right, you got a good lead. You're really rolling. They're not slowing down, keeping the foot on the gas. What's your biggest concern right now if you're Coach Wood and keeping your guys engaged? We've been talking about it all game. Stay present, stay intentional. We all know how easy it is for a 16, 17-year-old to kind of get, you know, lost in the fact that they're up by 20 or whatever it may be and start playing lackadaisical. If you're Coach Wood, how are you keeping these kids' heads in the game?
We're doing targets in game. I'm not going to say let's play it like a 0-0 because that gets so old so fast. I'm going to say, okay, we're at 29. Next time I see you guys on the sideline, I want you to have 38. I want you to have whatever. I want to give them targets so they can keep pressing the gas for points, because that tends to be when the mistakes start to happen. We're in the lead. I can take my time. I can take my shot. I can do whatever. And then the mind starts to sort of go on the straight line EKG. Next thing you know, they're not thinking about scoring anymore. That's what needed to happen here.
I like that approach. I actually never heard that. Give them kind of benchmarks and goals throughout the game in terms of scoring. I like that. And I like Mason Green's move there to the rack. He got a lane and he took it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's so fluid. I just, you know, when you're 7 foot, I know sometimes people just think dunking is boring. No, it's not. It's very.
You think that's boring? You think Arthur Lattimore soaring through the air like a big old pelican? Just like a big old pelican. Grabbing that ball and slamming it down into the water. You know how pelicans nosedive straight into the water? That's what that looked like. Sensational. But Adam Mahmoud answers right back. And here's the thing. We talked about it earlier, Maestro. 3 points is more than 2. The lead is back up to 18.
Yeah, you know, you got to play defense too. You know, you at this particular point, down this much this early, I'm not saying that you've lost the game, but boy, you're working hard to try to make that loss happen. You need to not take shots like that, be a lot smarter, but you also need to be moving the team up. And oh, by the way, everybody needs to get inside the underwear of the guy they're guarding, because they need to make it so difficult for them to pass and shoot that they're just going to have a hard time and they can be able to get their shots off until late in the shot clock. There you go.
Well, great block by Mason Green. I want to circle back for a second. What was the advice on defense?
Get inside the man's underwear. Just get in there.
Maestro, this is not, we're not on one of our summer trips. This is basketball. Amazing with another one inside. Oh, Matthew Mozgov tips it away. It's going to be ATLiens' ball.
This is what they need, Siege. They need that active defense, active hands, disrupt the ball, go after every pass. You have to do doing what you're doing. Obviously, wasn't working. So I don't know, do something else.
Simple. It's a simple philosophy, and that time Matthew Mozgov was up in his underwear. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Championship Stadium, home of Lonestar basketball, owned by Doug Dobbins, owner of the Doug Dobbins Dimmadome, otherwise known as Championship Stadium. 14-point game here, Maestro. They've cut it down a little bit, and there you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Trey Bird was up in their underwear that time, and he got the steal.
That's what's up. Got to play that defense hard, baby. But you got to make those buckets count. When you get those, he had the height, wasn't quite the height advantage you think, 7 against 6'11", but he's so athletic. He needs to make it work for him.
They get another stop there, another opportunity to try and cut it down. Maestro, if they can get it within single digits before the half, you're feeling good. You're feeling like you made some progress. You got to chip away at this lead. You're not going to get it all back in one quarter. You're not. That wasn't going to happen. But if you can get it single digits here before half, you got some momentum and you're feeling good. And you're feeling good about Trey Bird, potential descendant of Larry Bird. I'm not sure on that. My sources have not confirmed. Man, can he shoot that ball?
Well, I know he smells better than Larry Bird, but that was what you want to see. That's what they need to do. And oh, by the way, Siege, look at what's going on here. We're at 11.
Great defense there on Toomey, but Toomey gets the board. We talked about offensive boards, but they get another stop. And there you go. They got a chance to cut it to single digits here before the half. Big momentum. Didn't love that shot, Maestro.
No, it felt a little pressed, and his help came a little too late.
Hey, great pass there from Torian Shelley. Hits Orion Toomey where it counts, and he gets the slam.
And he chose violence instead of doing those little pretty layup shots. He decided to choose violence, and look at that. You got 2 points as opposed to 2 misses.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you're 7 foot or near 7 foot, are you ever laying it up? Put that ball down as hard as you can every time. That's all. Great defense.
Yes, it was. Lou Alcindor made them change the rules back in 1969 that the dunk was illegal because of what he brought to the game. That's all I'm saying.
Timothy Brown.
Crazy. That was a great year.
Oh, man. Woo. I don't think that tattoo's ever coming off, and I don't think I want it off anymore now that we've served our time.
Oh, great pass there.
Beautiful interior pass. You pass to your teammates' belt buckle under the hands of the defense. That is classic high IQ move right there.
Absolutely, and like you said, you got him right on the belt buckle. That's why as a defender, you got to get in their underwear, so when they pass there, you can pop on out and just deflect.
Yes,
absolutely.
Hey!
Timothy Brown with another ferocious slam. That's just what this guy does. That's what this kid does.
It's something about Cass with that first step, that just move with intention. With a buddy of mine back in the day doing the interstate All-American game or whatever, played against a dude by the name of Paul Pierce, and everybody told him, if you're going to guard Paul Pierce, oh, there he goes again. Another one. If you're going to guard Paul Pierce, let him take the jumper. He can't shoot, but if he fakes you, he's going to get past you. He's going to rock the rim. I still think that rim in Oakland, California is still bouncing up and down now because my man said, I got a fast first step too. And Paul Pierce moved past him like a flash, and I think that rim is still bouncing right now.
I can confirm that it is. I am the rim. Trey Bird hits a 3 there, but ATLiens been on a little run here. It's back to a 14-point game, 17 before Trey Bird buried that one. He's one of those elite sharpshooters. Willie Styles to the rim with a little pull-up, little jump stop, and he hits the jumper.
So solid. You can do that when you have a big lead, Siege. You can just basically play.
Another one.
Golf.
Trey Bird with another three. That's his third in the quarter. He's getting hot. You gotta watch out for that. Down to the 13-point game. That's only 5 Trey Bird makes. That's all that is. Oh,
Bevinson Patches.
Mr. Patches.
Mr. Patches.
Sounds like a kid's joke, Mr. Patches. Matthew Mozgov's going to take the final shot of the half. Can't get it to go. 44-29. ATLiens lead Lone Star Basketball Club. And Maestro, we're going to talk about it again. We saw some better adjustments there from Coach Simpson in this Lone Star Club. But there's obviously work that needs to be done. Down 15 at home. What are you telling your guys in the locker room right now? How are you getting them bought back into this game? And what are you telling them we need to do to make this a competitive game?
Straight up to the point there, Siege. Great. I'm glad the way you said it that way. How to make it competitive? You need to bring the game to the ATLiens. And what does that mean? That means on every change of possession, we need to make it a transition game. We need to get up the floor faster. We need to play harder defense. We need to slow down the ATLiens on their transition game, because what's going to happen now is they can sit back and just play shot to shot to shot. You make, we make, you miss, we miss, and they can maintain their lead. So you need to force the action by being more aggressive and playing a lot faster.
I like it. Make them come to you. Make them come to you. And welcome back here, Stadium, Doug Dobbins, owner of the Doug Dobbins Dimmadome, otherwise known as Championship Stadium. Lone Star Basketball Club, down 15 points. Arthur Lattimore with 8, Trey Bird with those 3 threes in the second quarter, sitting at 9. But Timothy Brown on the other side, Greek athlete, we've seen him pull some crazy plays, leading ATLiens in the game with 12 points.
Yeah, you know, you have to give the ATLiens fans credit. They travel so well. You know, I know you're going to talk about some of the people you adapting all up. You're just a superstar, Siege. All these cats from ATL coming here and giving you dap. I'm not getting no love, and I still ain't got cheese on my cheese fries. But anyway, you know, the only thing I don't like about this stadium is I don't see as many shorts as I like to see because everybody's sitting down. That's all I'm going to say.
Everybody's sitting down. Well, you know, the people here like to be comfortable. That's why they built such a comfy stadium. And look, the concession stand, not up to par. The seating in this stadium, to die for. It's to die for. They got the cup holders and the armrests and stuff. Like, that's not prep ball type stuff. You don't see that till you get to college stadiums usually. Those college stadiums even got cup holders in the armrest. Incredibly impressive.
But at least we can say one thing. They got nice tennis shoes.
They got great tennis. Royce Anderson. Speaking of nice shoes, donning the hot neon pink shoes as he gets to the rack there for the bucket.
He is so solid, and you know, as he goes, so do the ATLiens. But it's one of those things that where you're starting to see more and more players across the table from the ATL getting it done. And you know, that's just one of those things of you see a team like them, they're so athletic, and you know, I heard the conversation going on our production truck. You know, it's so funny that how the personalities of the team sort of affect the people that travel with us that put on these great productions, right? And it's something to hear them talk about. It's how we feel too. It's like when an athletic team plays well, great job by Mason Green putting it down. But when you see an athletic team playing well, it's just beautiful. And when they don't play well, it's ugly.
That's honestly so true. An athletic team when they're playing well is the most beautiful thing in the world. When they're not playing well, it's all just jumping for nothing, and it's like, what's going on? What's going on? Marge on past the defender to the rack, puts it down. 13-point deficit here for Lone Star Basketball.
Goals, baby, goals. Okay, let's see if we can get it to 10. Let's see if we can get it under 10. Let's see if we can get it to 5. You need to make goals right here. Something you can make. And also, don't be afraid to put time limits on those goals because that clock is not going to stop ticking.
Oh, Shanahan to the rack. The Texas A&M commit showing that SEC athleticism. I love a jack-footed spot when you go up and you kind of jackknife your whole body. It is so quick. Willie Styles pops the 3, gets it to go back to 14 here. Lone Star can't seem to catch a break. Anytime they go on a little run, ATLiens come right back with an answer for it.
Well, you know, I heard this really smart guy that I used to know. He actually said 3 is more than 2. And he's right. You know, it's just one of those things. It's just...
It's science. It's science. You can't argue it.
That's right.
Fancy little in there. Beautiful bucket. Back to 12. Hey, they're so close to cutting this to a single-digit deficit here. welcome back here. 12-point game here. And you know what? While we're talking about it, I just gotta ask a couple of you guys, are you really just gonna sit there? Or are you gonna like the video? You're gonna subscribe? You know that Maestro and I don't get to eat after this unless we get a certain number of likes and subscriptions from the video. So if you could go ahead and do that, really appreciate it. SimWorld TV on YouTube. You're never gonna miss another game. You turn on your notifications. You're gonna make sure me and Maestro eat. It's not just dual purpose. This is like triple purpose, maybe even quadruple purpose. Like, subscribe, get notified, do it all, and remember to drink your water while you're at it.
And not only do you need to hydrate, like my man Siege said, I need a write-in campaign because the administration here at SimWorld are not going to let me use the jet on my recruiting trips. They still talking about the smell not coming out from last season. Listen, I'm a much better person than I was then, so please, everybody, if you want me to make your recruiting games, write in and just let everybody at SimWorld know Maestro needs the jet again, okay? Just say that. That's all you got to say.
That was a wild trip when they revoked your jet privileges. That was...
Just a little smell.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But what is that bad has been the play from Lonestar so far tonight. They really haven't been able to get anything going on the offensive end with consistency. The closest thing they got to was, Trey Bird. They got him open a few times in that second quarter and had a quick 9-point run there from him. So you think about that, you think maybe we keep drawing up plays for the guy who's hitting shots.
The best thing for Lonestar is we've seen some great play here. I'm just going to give him credit. Mason Green is, even though he doesn't have that many points, he's been quasi impactful along with Arthur Lattimore, but they just haven't put together on the level they need to in order to make it really work for them. And that's the athleticism of ATL, just making them work for every single thing.
Absolutely, they're an athletic team, and paired with that athleticism, they're a long team. They got a lot of lengthy guys. Point guard Bevinson Patches runs at about 6'4". Timothy Brown, 6'2", but long and athletic. You got Royce Anderson up there at 6'6". Torian Shelley, 6'8". I mean, this is a lanky team. Willie Styles, 6'7", can shoot it from outside. It's a lanky team, and then you talk about Ryan Toomey inside. Sensational defender, top tier. So not only you got the athleticism, but you got the size to back it up. When they're locked in on defense, they're a hard team to get going against.
Absolutely. I'm gonna pick a bone with you right now. That so 2 Chainz comes by, gives you a dap. Outcast talking about we're looking to see you backstage again, and they just walk past me like I'm not even there. I'm like, come on, man, see. You just forget about me that fast, dude? Come on.
Maestro, it's not like I forgot about you. You remember what you did last time we went to one of their kickbacks, right? You might not remember.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I saw the video.
They're probably still getting over that. Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you got to give them time. Beautiful Euro from Matthew Mozgov. I'm not going to take any time to process that one. That was gorgeous.
For the record, I did write all 7 of those girls long letters of apology.
Thank God. I'm so glad. Timothy Brown spinning. Can't get it to go. There's nothing quite like a handwritten note, whether it's an apology, a thank you note, whatever it is.
It was more a thank you than an apology. I don't know. I don't remember what I wrote.
Timothy Brown dumps it inside to Richard Alpine, who has a much smaller defender on him than Mozgov, and gets it to go. That's a beefy boy down low, reminiscent of Glenn Big Baby Davis.
Love it. And I tell you something, he has hands that belie his size. The way he's able to rotate his wrists to get the shot off, to do those little wrist flips and down low. If he can keep building on that, and if he can eventually get more than a quarter inch off the ground, he's going to be dangerous.
Wouldn't hold out hope for the more than a quarter inch. His athleticism, look, great player. Reminds me of DeJuan Blair a little bit. No knee cartilage. He's not really going to get off, but he is going to give up. There he is right there, getting another offensive board.
Look at that.
When you're that big, you clear space. You don't need to get off the ground. There's a good foot radius around you. You're good.
That's true. Gravity works.
The LBC calls timeout.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Je voudrais être seule avec toi.
She asked if you'd like to join the club.
Je voudrais des nuits.
You said, I like nuts. Register today and get a free Berlitz phrasebook. Berlitz, the best way to learn a new language.
Hello and welcome back here to Championship Stadium. Lone Star basketball not having their best night, but ATLiens are really, they're putting on a show tonight, my friend.
100%, you know, and it was something we said off there. We're going to bring our listeners into what we just talked about. You know, ATLiens are playing a good game, and that's what's kind of helping Lone Star maybe not look as good as we hope that they will look here tonight. So, but again, you pointed out, two things can be true at the same time. ATLiens are making good decisions. They're capitalizing on their play. They're at where you want to see them in terms of the scoring table, and they're stopping Lone Star from being able to maintain power. And oh, by the way, that's how you play the game.
Sometimes you just gotta pin it.
There you go.
Richard
Alpine
having himself a night.
Shake and bake, big baby. Shake and bake, big baby.
Milkshake. Matthew Mozgov on the other end. Now a 21-point lead for ATLiens, and Mozgov smokes the layup. Come the other way, ATLiens. Can they extend their lead even more? There's Richard Alpine with the jelly roll, finger roll. He's on one tonight. He must have heard that there were some scouts here in this big, beautiful stadium, because he is putting on.
Well, you know, you got all those great friends from the ATL. You got all those stars from ATL. They all travel well. Everybody here everybody here in Texas is being quiet like they're on a raccoon hunt right now. And ATL is just getting it done on the regular.
That's the end of the third, Lone Star.
That they are. End of the third quarter, 64-41. ATLiens lead here
66
against Lone Star. We'll see if Lone Star can make it a game when we come back in the fourth quarter.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
Fucking awesome. you, Bob.
F you, Jim.
Eric, I have a bag on line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen?
Will the owner of a white station wagon please go yourself?
We're gonna go down there, and we're gonna some. We're gonna some. We're gonna do whatever we have to, because we're gonna some.
Poop.
Doesn't count.
Shut the up!
I am so proud of you, suckers. Here.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Wrapped around my waist, just gotta get a taste, but wait. All I know is that I came to party all night. I don't know about you, but best believe when we leave that it really would be with the whole. All I know is that I came to party all night. I don't know about you, but best believe when we leave that it really would be with the whole. This flirty gal from the dirty south, her body was banging out of control. She was 5'5", and green eyes. Everybody in the club was like, whoa. It must have been the ice on my wrist and twisting my head, because this pretty young miss walked over and said, soon as I finish this, Chris, I wanna go to your red room and have a little fun in your bed. I hate to let you down, but I got all of my niggas around, and I don't wanna leave yet, but there's something about your sexy style. So just wait a while, and then you can bet that I will sex you. I really don't mean to disrespect you, but all I can picture is your legs around my waist. Just gotta get a taste, but wait. All I know is that I came to party all night. I don't know about you, but just believe when we leave that it really would be with the whole. All I know is that I came to party all night. I don't know about you, but just believe when we leave that it really would be with the whole. I feel just like a kid in a candy store. So many ladies in there working the floor. What do I do? How can I pick? How can I choose? My head is tight, I'm about to make my move. So I creep up behind her. Never seen anyone finer. You're the kind of hype that I want for sure. So come on, baby girl, let's go.
Yeah, I might be leaving with you, but I ain't leaving with your whole damn crew. You must be losing your mind. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't trying to holla. Got a girl playing the fool, cause damn, baby, you fine. You been grinding my behind all night. Yeah, that's right, but the thing is...
And welcome back here for the fourth quarter at Championship Stadium, owned by Doug Dobbins. Doug Dobbins, owner of the Doug Dobbins Dimmadome, otherwise known as Championship Stadium. Maestro, we've had a wonderful time tonight. Lone Star has not had as wonderful of a night.
Richard Alpine. No, they're not, but Richard Alpine just got his 18-point and is showing us what big boy can do.
18 points, he's leading the game. That if you would put on my bingo card Richard Alpine to lead this game in scoring, I probably wouldn't agree with you.
Alley, but somebody didn't answer the phone on the other end to get the oop. This is the first big miscommunication, and the Blue Boys are out tonight. Oh, here we go. There we go. They are not.
Oh, and owner of Championship Stadium, otherwise known as the Doug Dobbins Dimmadome, just was seen walking out in his 10-gallon hat that he wears. Iconic 10-gallon hat, you can't miss it from a mile away. He can't be happy with the performance that they've put on.
Not at all. That's something you can say about Texas owners, no matter what the team is. I had a chance to play in the International League for a team called, wait for it, the Texas Heartbreakers. And the owner of the team was one of the Hunt guys, and he flew us around. And when we were playing bad, he would always leave the game and make a big point of leaving the game.
Look, I mean, you got to make a statement both with your entrance and your exit. And you know what? Stick around. I'm sure you had fun listening to me and Maestro chop it up and talk about this game. It's been an interesting one. But why don't you stick around? Next up, we got Cascadia taking on Showtime basketball. Cole Webb, recent Virginia commit, taking on the all-powerful Cascadia. They'll run up and down the floor. Can Showtime basketball pull off an upset? Stick around after this one to find out.
But even better than that, on the call, the Blazer and Ilava, the boys.
Oh, what a duo.
Replacing Autumn Mabu.
Love it. My favorite. My favorite. I'm just going to put it out there right now.
What's your favorite one, you think? B-Ron and Sam does a great job on it. I do love it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. You know what? I love their energy. Listen, we got some great broadcast duos. And hey, brother, we're not too bad either. I'm just saying. And ATL has 69. That means the game's over.
Look, I haven't brought that up in a while. Production wanted me to kind of cut that one out. But look, it's a rule, and it usually hits.
Good.
Orion Toomey.
Orion
making
Toomey.
it count there.
Absolutely. Toomey's having himself a good game defensively, a couple buckets, but his impact is always on the defensive end more than anything.
ATLiens is so weird. Even with all the shots that they've missed, they are right on the score. They're right above the scoring average of what you want to see happen. You know, any team that gets between 72 and 80 with the number of possessions they have are right on that scoring tip, and that's exactly where they are, which means they're having a really good game, like you brought up earlier.
Absolutely. Willie Styles finds himself at the line. How large can this lead grow? That's kind of what I'm looking for at this point. We're not going to see a close finish. So how far can this lead go?
Oh my goodness! Should I say this? If the ATLiens win with a 30-point plus lead tonight, I think anything less than that would be disappointing for the way they're playing the game and against the way they're making Lonestar play right now. So anything less than a 30-point win, I think, would be kind of like, man, we left some stuff on the floor, like that free throw.
Like that free throw. At the line, knocks it down. Here we go. 27-point game here, Maestro. Is there a world? Let's have some fun with this. Is there a world that Lonestar comes back and wins this game?
Yes, there is, except it's not in this universe. It's in the universe that me and Charlie Stanley actually make up from the tiff we have when we get back together and decide to raise our children as a couple.
You know, I'm glad that worked out. I was worried about that for you.
Oh, no, seriously, I just, Lonestar, they're taking way too long to develop. They're rushing and missing dunks and missing easy buckets, and they've been leaving so much on the floor. Just think, just look at it this way. If they would make by my calculation, half of the shots that they've missed, that would only put them at around a 38 or 39% field goal percentage, I think. That alone would at least put them down only by maybe 4. So, they're just not helping themselves.
Yeah, and I mean, look, give a lot of credit here to this ATLiens defense.
Yes,
they have forced them to take some really tough shots tonight.
Yes, they have a lot of blocks, a lot of steals going both ways, but ATL has capitalized on it. They've actually made it count. They've actually made it work.
And ATLiens are likely going to walk out of here with the win. But as we talked about earlier, you never want to take your foot off the gas at any point. These are young men learning the game, learning to compete. You want to see them full force on the gas until the very end.
Yes. You're going to wait till you feel that last heartbeat and count to 10.
Ooh, pretty move there by Mazgov.
Yes, it was.
You just love when you can see a guy who can kind of float through the air, adjust in the air, have that kind of body control to wait and get the right angle on the lay. It's a beautiful thing.
There was some Patches with the move.
Mr. Patches. Mr. Patches. Mr. Patches. Mr. Patches. Right to the rack with the bucket. Used his bigger body as a guard on that one. Got right to the rack. Trey Bird over to Mardon. Mazgov another one. Mazgov having himself a decent night. He's been one of the only guys that's been able to create shots for himself consistently, but got a good pass there from his teammate on that one.
He's not laying down. And you know what? A lot of scouts here tonight are looking at that saying, here's a guy who's not just putting in points to get stats, he's putting in effective points at effective parts of the floor, showing that he's still playing the game. And that's what you want to ask for right now when you're trying to scout a player.
Absolutely. You got to see they're going to be intentional, whether they're down, whether they're up. Like we talked about earlier, players who can play the game with intention are guys that you're going to want on your team.
Absolutely.
Drop down to Isaiah Dazani. To the rack. Great spin move there from Isaiah.
I noticed a big move in the league, Siege, of a lot of players who are able to go to their left stronger than they go to their right. And this is including a lot of left-handed players. A lot of right-handed players, which tells me that somewhere there's a concerted effort for them to work on that move, because it seems the last 5 or 6 games that I've watched live, including a lot of the games that I've watched, on tape, I'm seeing a lot of players making their definitive move going to the left, regardless of what dominant hand they have. And it's very interesting to see if someone's going to pick up on that on the defensive side.
Well said. Foul there on Willie Styles. Don will find his way at the line. Good athlete, good at driving to the rim. Hasn't quite gotten his rhythm this year with Lonestar basketball, but very physically gifted young man, and I'm sure he'll just grow here in SimWorld Pro.
At the line, shooting.
That's right. Here we go. Mardon at the line, number 13, white shirt, right arm sleeve, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounce, 5 bounces. Get his knees together. Slow pause, up with the shot, and off the rim. Not quite what he wanted. Not a good useful shot there. We have a hockey change coming on with the ATLiens. I'm sorry, I'm still in the show there from me there, Seeds, because I have to get my golf call in. Mardon steps back to the line, shaking it off, moving his neck, getting the blood loose. Flow, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounce, 5 bounce. Get his knees, slight pause. Number 13 on his back in the light blue. Up, and he makes the bucket.
Have you ever thought about just calling golf matches?
I would love to call golf with you, except I think you and I would spend so much time getting bailed up by SimWorld. They might actually really fire us for real that time.
We'll see if we can't get you a golf deal at some point. Let you call at least one match.
That's right. SimWorld GA, baby.
SWGA Tour.
SWGA, baby. I got you.
Watch out for it. Mardon probing. Can't get anything to go. Can't get to the rack, that is. We're going to back it back out. And not going to quit. Ronnie Shanahan gets a little bucket. I wouldn't be kind of holding that follow through that heavy down by this much. But hey.
No. And also looking around for some affirmation is not exactly a class move right now, buddy. No offense.
Nope. And these stands have pretty much cleared out Richard Alpine. What a move there.
Hey, Richard. You know what? He's my player of the game. The heck with America. He's my player of the game. My man.
He's got 20 points. Has been boarding well. Great defense. Richard Alpine. Welcome to the player of the game club.
Yeah, baby. Love it. And he's officially the first player who wears a T-shirt underneath his uniform that I voted for, because normally that look turns me off.
Looks good on him. I feel like you're going to do it. It should at least match the jerseys, what I've always thought.
Timothy.
Agreed.
At least it's not wearing. It's just black. At least it's black. It's not. White would be better. White would be better. I agree. But at least he's not wearing like a blue shirt under there or something. I've seen players do that and it drives me crazy. Speaking of being driven crazy, Coach Simpson's got his work cut out for him after this one. But Coach Wood is proud of his players after this. Great game from ATLiens. They're going to take this one 80-56 here at Championship Stadium. From myself, from my broadcast partner Maestro, from all the guys out in the truck, and from everyone here at SimWorld TV, thank you for being here with us for this second game of our triple header. Stick around. Cascadia versus Showtime coming up right after this.
Hey, what's up, baby? Good. See y'all. Y'all looking great.
Thank you.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right. Let's see what you got here. Oh, you got them sitting on them big boys? Ooh, yo. Bro, that's clean.
Yeah, I knew you like it, man. I knew you like it.
I just got one problem, though.
What's that?
It's a goddamn robbery, man. You can't be riding around here with 20. You trying to be incognito.
Man, that's all I can
This ain't gonna work, bro. What we doing?
I wonder what they arguing about. Girl, I told him that shit wasn't gonna work. He don't listen to nothing.
What's that noise?
Okay.
Pop the trunk, man. I know. Pop the trunk, bro. Pop the goddamn trunk, man.
You serious right now?
How you gonna steal the car and then keep the dude in the car that you stole the car from?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my friends. By the way, you have a very nice ride. I really, really, really like it. Can I just reach around you and grab the shotty really quick, really fast? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, and a few of these bullets. Let's go. Man, I told you to be inconspicuous. Shh. Don't go nowhere.
I'm in that dasher with a vixen. You don't wanna see us blitzing. Underhanded pitching, hit him straight up in his mitten. Hope the Lord forgive him, man. His grandma been praying, been a bad boy since the Pistons. Wipe his nose, ain't no call. Tell his partners come get him. Stuff pinatas with the pigeons. When we talking outside lingo, ain't no talking over digits. Currents over karma, ain't no motherfucking sentence. Tell him black sent you, sir, your people not your feeling. Oh, man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. Man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright.
folks. Welcome to Hollywood. We are out in Southern California tonight. Nightcap. Your Film World TV triple header. Cascadia. They've secured the Neo Region title, looking for another victory. It'd be a fourth in a row if they can secure it tonight. They have to overcome Cole Webb, Bryce James, and Showtime to do it. Disappointing season for Showtime so far, 10-17 for them, but still a lot to play for. Games left in the regular season and the race to one coming up. And behind the mic, you got me, that's Ill-a-delphia, and you also have the one, the only Rick Blaze. Rick, good to work with you as always.
Yes, sir. And unlike my good buddy Maestro, I do have hot cheese fries. But unfortunately, I'm in Cali, so they're vegan cheese. It's really bad. Cali got to do something about this vegan cheese stuff. No. I draw the line. I'm not mad at vegan. I'm drawing the line to vegan cheese, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like a melted nacho vegan cheese?
Well, we got a little sidetracked. A little cheese on that dunk there. Spread a little bit on that one. I tried to bring it back to the cheese conversation. Cascadia is over the top to lead. Almost got another turnover, and they do get a stop. Cascadia, an impressive 20-8 on the season. They are off to an impressive start here. Kyrie Wells, the 16-year-old 6'1" big man out of Baton Rouge.
If the ultimate driving machine is making, oh yeah, I love me. Me and New Orleans and that whole Louisiana area, we have a good old time. Yes, we do.
Cole Webb having a good time up there. Indeed. Cole Webb.
Good pass.
Guard out of Australia. Defense
and E, really quick, E. Yeah. Speaking of disappointments, I have to say this. One of the most disappointing players this season has to be James. Yeah, I know what James I'm talking about. Bryce James. Came in with a lot of lofty expectations. Hey, he's the son of LeBron James, and a lot of you guys, say he has a higher upside than Bronny does. I never bought into that, but a lot of you guys buy into that. And this season, I thought was supposed to be the season where he put the team on his back. He rise to that top 10, top 15 player ranking in Sim World Prep, but it never quite happened. Maybe it's a little bit of the scheme, a little bit of team comes. I don't know, but I know this: the truest of the talents, the cream always rise to the top. So regardless of scheme, and I'm sure the coach gave him ample opportunity to be the guy. I would have liked to have seen him make a bigger leap this season than what he did, in my opinion.
Well, keep in mind, he's still young at just 16 years old, Bryce James, but also in a tough situation, and I think it was also true for Cole Webb on the Showtime team. Webb gets burned there on defense, but recovers make a block. Wow, maybe he suckered him into that. I don't know. Either way, impressive there for Webb.
Well, when you like your scholarship, you saw playing freely, you ain't got no worries. You got your scholarship intact.
That's right. He's going to take another three here. I was pretty short on that one, and Evans can't come up with the rebound. And you get the free throws at the other end. Back on through for Showtime. Cole Evans, 6'8" big man, just 15 years old. A lot of young talent on the Showtime team. They struggled this year.
It is.
This means the future isn't bright. A long three won't go. Holbrook able to come up with that offensive rebound. Feed Wells, but his putback attempt is too strong. Mark Chisholm trying to get inside on these bigs. Cascadia has to force it back out, however. James has it at the top, and he's going to take a long jumper.
Oh, my God.
Out of bounds.
Going to take a quick break. 5:50 to go, first quarter. We are back. Cascadia jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Showtime's put 5 on. Cole Webb draining a three. Nice dish inside. However, nice defense again from Webb. He's not really known for that.
No.
Like what I'm saying. To go in, and here he attacks on offense.
He's showing it the whole he pull out the whole repertoire, baby. The whole repertoire, the whole kid and caboodle. Cole Webb pulling it out tonight.
Australia.
He ain't never going back home, E. He ain't ever going back home to Australia. Maybe to visit on holiday season, but that's about it.
It is beautiful down there, you know, beaches. There's other sights to see on board. Beyond the
and I will say, because I'm a fellow I'm not gonna say what I was gonna use, but you know, I know when people probably thinking, oh man, they got beautiful women in Australia. Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like when you was in high school. At your school, you think the girls just okay until you go to other school, like, oh, they got the best girls. Then the guys at the other school, like, oh no, y'all got the best girls. It's one of those things, right? When you leave your own area, you see something different, and that different because what you're good and in the finish, that different becomes what you start to like. So I think Cole Webb is going to be. He got his passports and everything stamped. I don't think he's coming back.
Hey, before we go to the break here, let me build off that just to say that one thing that's different tonight is that defense from Cole Webb. He defended Tyree Wells, the big man, pretty well leading to that break transition.
I wouldn't make that a habit. I wouldn't make that a habit though.
SimWorld presents Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
What's up, everyone? This is Big Bob.
And this is Elava.
And we are the co-hosts of Around the Table with E and the Fat Man.
Around the Table is the SimWorld Sports podcast where Big Bob and I give our takes on various sports from around the world.
Make sure to tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time to hear our takes.
And don't forget to join in the conversation with us on Discord at discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter and YouTube at SimWorld4K. And as always, see the game, be the game.
Later, folks.
Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. So G-Dep, tell me a little something. Should I record?
Game of runs, Cascadia for 7 points to the game. Showtime has answered with 9 to retake the lead. Impressive defense and offense, getting buckets, getting assists. Cole Webb, but there, everybody in a yellow uniform fell asleep, I think. Tie game. Gizo Takani, the point guard, out there on the court, number 13, but a swat, a beautiful block down low, and here comes Cascadia.
Another block.
Yeah, another block.
Recovered and put up and in. Jason Holbrook, the 7-footer, just 15 years old. Wenatchee, the state of Washington, 10.8 points, 8 boards a game.
The what?
Wenatchee.
What's the city again?
The state of Washington.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, man. Wenatchee. We'll look up some Wenatchee facts during the next break. I've been in the state of Washington. I don't know that I've specifically been through there. Another block for Holbrook representing Wenatchee.
Get that Wenatchee out of here.
He has put Wenatchee on the map tonight. Gets the ball back here, gives it up.
Yeah, I got to give Coach Barry credit. He's unlocked this Jason Holbrook guy. He was a regular old Joe early in the season, but he's really blossomed under Coach Barry. I don't know if it was a change of philosophy or a change in the way that he's playing and using him, but it just goes to show how coaching, the right kind of coaching, can bring out the best out of players. Holbrook has really been shining like these last 5 games, particularly these last two or three for sure.
Schizo Takani coming to the line. Schizo. Another youngster. Another youngster. Hey, well, 15 years old from Kodiak, Alaska. He's probably enjoying the somewhat warmer climate the Los Angeles area offers.
Oh, for sure.
Young Mr. Takani.
For sure.
Hey, it's a draw to come here and play for Kendall Joyner's Showtime basketball. Talk about beach. Talk about a nice place to be. You can do worse.
But he has a lot of competition, right? Because there's a lot of teams in California. You have the Bay Area. You have you have this squad. You have Best Coast. So now, since there's 3 teams in Cali, now it's about who's producing on the court, right? I think Showtime came into the season with the most allure, prestige. I don't know if that'd be the case next season, though. I think you got to build this program back up now if you go strong.
Counter to that, I think, Rick, is that while this team hasn't done very well this season, playing well tonight here early, we got to say that. But overall this season, no, it's not been there. But look to the future. Schizo Takani, where he fits in well on this team, is he's a pure point guard, averaging 1.4 assists a game, and they needed that. And they're going to need him next year, and he might look good starting the point out there as a seasoned 16-year-old, and there's a 3 goes down. For Israel Vines. Vines won't be back, but Bryce James will, as an off guard or a small forward. Darius Bradley, who's had a nice year, 8.6 points per game, shooting 52% from the field's coming back. Zoel Evans, just 15, but a talented young big man. Future could be bright in Tinseltown.
Yep, they're playing for the future. I don't disagree with that. 100%. I don't disagree with that.
Cascadia retakes the lead there with the bucket, but we're under a minute to go here, and it's been an entertaining first quarter. Some good offense, good defense, nice dish there. Oh, and yeah. Goaltending called. Count the bucket.
There was no foul?
No foul, apparently. Got all ball.
We got the Minnesota Timberwolves refs in here tonight. Okay. I'm not mad at that. Let's play some basketball then. Call your own fouls. You gotta call your own fouls.
Not the refs in Madison Square Garden. No. Oh, offensive rebound for Irvin, left to a second chance, and it's going to be a third opportunity on this possession here now.
I've never seen an offensive rebound go to the backcourt before. I think that's the first time I've seen that.
Irvin has it. Shot clock winding down. You want him to take that shot if somebody has to, but he can't get it to go. Final seconds now. Opening frame. Takani has it. And Takani's just got to put it up here. Will not go. But Showtime fought back from a 7-0 early deficit, has a 1-point lead as we go to the break. Don't you go anywhere. Second quarter coming up from SoCal when we return.
Car's all yours.
Thanks. Cars.com's expert reviews made it easy, but...
Shouldn't there be more back and forth?
You missed the drama, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this will do the trick.
It's a puppy.
Not a puppy, a wolf.
What now?
He's a wolf, and that is its incredibly protective mother.
Put the wolf down.
You guys good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Das hier ist mein Sektor. Das hier ist das wichtigste Gerät des Küstenwächters. Das Gerät und das Gerät. Überlebensradar.
Mayday, Mayday. Hello, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you... Over. We are sinking. We are sinking.
Hello? This is the German Coast Guard.
We are sinking. We're sinking.
What are you thinking about?
All right, we are back. We got a good basketball game, good crowd, fun atmosphere here. Area, and their local boys up by a point would love to steal a win here against the newly crowned. They have mathematically sealed it. They are going to win the Neo region, Cascadia.
We're going to just call them the champs.
We call the
Neo champs.
Neo champs.
Regional Neo champs, all right.
You know what? I don't think that
man.
gets talked enough about the importance of these things too. We got 4 of these division or region titles on the line. And, you know, the Neo is done, but man, the founders, originators, and Philly, Beasts not quite out of it even, have a shot at that. Gulf Coast and Southeast tied right now for the Southern, and then you got the Intercom.
Who do you think pulls it out for Gulf Coast and Southern? Who wins? Who takes home that?
Well, first of all,
Gulf Coast looked good last night. Gulf Coast looked really good last night.
Let's be sure the Yacht Club doesn't make us all look bad. They're still in it. They're only a game and a half back. They got 4 to play.
I don't think they're going to catch them.
I don't necessarily think so either. I think Gulf Coast holds on and wins that. But, God, you know, I mean, Brett Lee. Give Coach Brett Lee his respect. He deserves it.
I don't know if I can go. Yeah, I think my instinct says Gulf Coast, but my brain is saying you can't go against Brett Lee in this. This is where his team gets hot at the end of the season. This is when they start going on a run. So, if I had a bet, I'm not betting against Brett Lee. I'll say that. I can't use the word bet in SimWorld Prep. Never mind.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah,
wild jumper there. And go from Cascadia to Connie, looking to take it himself. Go inside. Yeah.
Good move.
Creator creating for himself.
Schizo touchdown.
Schizo only averaging 6.6 and worse, averaging just 35.8% from the field. Looked pretty smooth there, and another swat.
Get that boy. Don't bring no juice to no gin party.
Both of these teams only shooting around 30% in this game. Some blocks, some steals. Good defense exhibited by both sides. And right now it's Showtime up by 3. Crowd getting kind of excited, looking to tie it up here. Won't go for Holiday.
Both teams are active defensively. I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes,
Cascadia, as you mentioned, has locked up the Neo division. I don't like to. I don't want to rain on parades, but I do offer at least an umbrella. How much credit do we give Coach Barry? Because he did come in on telling this thing, right?
He did.
So how much credit do we give Coach Barry for locking up this division title?
Like you say, he's got them playing well. I think that we can give them credit. I mean, look, you did enough to win this title, and I mean, some good teams there, and reigning Trays particularly nipping at your heels. You had to do that. They won 3 in a row. They're going to win a 4th right here. They've actually won 4 out of their last 5. I mean, I think that you can definitely give a decent amount of credit to Coach Braden Barry.
So I'll say he didn't necessarily put them in this position, but he helped them pull away from the pack.
He did.
He
now,
got
you know what else,
pull
Rick?
away from the pack.
You know what else, Rick? It's not just Braden Barry. Somebody a friend here, somebody watching this broadcast right now can come in and be a coach in this league.
There you go.
Set prep on fire, win that race to 1, get some silverware, win a regional title. But to do it, you got to join us, discord.gg/SimWorldHoops.
You could be the next Coach Barry.
Yeah. The next Coach
You
Barry.
can be the next coach. You can be the next Coach Barry. You can be the next Rick Barry.
Whoever you can be the next Rich Barry on the court. That's right, Rick Barry. Or you can be Rick Blaze behind a mic.
You can't be me.
Join as a media member. You could be Rick Blaze.
No, you
You
can't.
get a Rick Blaze impersonate, an understudy. It could be an understudy
You
for
gotta
those
get
nights
your
when
own.
you don't feel it,
Feel what, E?
Just not, you're sick, or you got something came up, and it's like a Broadway play. You need the understudy to take it for that.
That's right. You're right. Yes.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, thank you, E. I appreciate it.
Looking out for you. Cole Webb back out on the court. He's got James with him, who takes that jumper and drains it.
He got a good shot. I just wish he would shoot it more. He's leading the league in 3-point percentage shooting. I just think he's gun shy. Man, pop that clip, man. Empty the clip on them boys. I want to see him empty the clip. I haven't seen a game yet this season where he took 20 shots. Can we get the clip empty before race to 1, please?
Oh, that's blocked away by Wells and ends up in the hands of Holbrook, who's back out on the court. 6 points, 4 boards, and 2 blocks for Holbrook. Gets another rebound right there. Devon Jackson, he's been awful quiet tonight. Trying to drive, switches hands, and gets it done.
Well, hey, look, I say this: Kevon Jackson is a bona fide scorer, but Mark Chisholm is a bona fide defender. So you gotta give Chisholm a little bit of credit for the reason why Kevon Jackson been a little bit quiet. Chisholm flies under the radar. He's like he's a Josh Hart type.
Yeah.
He's a Josh Hart type. Does a little bit of everything. He's not going to score you a lot of points, but he's going to do a lot of intangible things that helps the team win.
I like that comp. He's not like a Lou Dort necessarily that's going to really just mostly bring you defense and like incredibly high-level defense, right? But, brings a little bit else to his game, Chisholm does, and still developing. Oh, my. Cole Webb waited too long. Had his shot.
Me in the middle is going down.
He should have taken that right side of the bucket. Instead, he switched, went left.
What's the call?
Foul called on Ruben Matthew. He's going to go the other way.
Yeah, he sold it a little bit, though. We in LA, baby. He sold that a little bit.
Yeah.
We in LA.
Well, Ruben Matthew, 6'8", 17-year-old from Florida. He's one of the handful of players that will be going on to the U level, presumably. Oh, my.
Oh!
Holbrook
just hanging around.
Again.
Don't mind me. I'm just hanging around.
2 points, 5 boards now for Jason Holbrook. Wenatchee. You just got to yell that next time he does something like that.
Hey, E, see, I'm going to ask the production team, since we're in LA playing, can we get some Kendrick Lamar night like us after one of these breaks? Going like the commercial, I think I think it's only fitting.
Hey, SimWorldTV, we got a little pull around here. Pull up 3 right there, and that goes down. Wow. Pretty shot. Didn't necessarily expect that from Cameron Howerton II, but the 6'9" forward from Oregon drains his first 3 of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You didn't have that on your card, on your bingo card tonight. Cameron Howerton II to drain a 3. He's only averaging 1.9 points per game.
Jason Holbrook.
And gets the assist from Wells.
I mean,
big men getting it done right now. Howerton, Wells.
Hold on, E. Hey, come on, K-Dot. Hey! Oh, it's a party now. Look at
Look what you
see everybody
did.
sleepwalking? You see them sleepwalking up top? Yeah!
Look what you did. Look what you made
Look
me
at
do. Chisholm can't get the 3 to go. Cascadia have built a little lead here, 5 points, and we got under 90 seconds to go now in the first half. Dunk got going inside. Can't get the layup to go, but the putback isn't there
They
either.
missed that too.
Wow. Who bites at the apple?
And he missed them both.
Missed them both. 3 from James. Oh, he looked like he liked that too. He thought that was going in.
I thought he was cashing out on that one.
Holbrook now up to 10 points. 7 rebounds, and look at this. Everybody getting in on the action. Jameer Somerville, 6'5" forward, also out of Oregon. LeGrand, Oregon. He's only averaging 1.7 a game.